Why do you say that the theory in itself makes so little sense?
Well, what's it say? Whatever survives, survives. I knew that before.
Because it's
I didn't even have to
tautological.
study Darwin.
It's tautological.
It's empty.
It's empty.
It's empty. It doesn't tell us anything. Yeah, survive, survive. I'll believe that. But that's not a theory. That's just a string of wet sponges on a clothesline. That doesn't tell us anything deep about biological structure. Yeah, a lot of variations. Children don't look exactly like their parents, thank goodness. And their children will be slightly different too. But does that tell us why startling, complex structures arise in the history of life? No, it doesn't have anything to do with it.
It is supported by little evidence. Now that, I have to say, did startle me to hear you say that evolution is supported by little evidence.
What is the evidence that's forever being introduced? Well, there's
I
the
can
fossil
tell you,
record.
little boy, father took me to the Museum of Natural History in New York. There it is over on the west side of Manhattan.
Yeah.
And all the plaques said then what they say now, which is this dinosaur came at such and is at such a period. And there are charts on the wall saying somehow or other how we got from those dinosaurs to creatures that are alive today. That's the
Not
evidence.
bad. And there are arrows connecting the creatures.
Indeed, there are.
Where were the arrows discovered? That the museum won't tell you. There is such a load of inferential adjustment made in even the most plausible evolutionary sequence. I mean, take reptile to mammal. That's a beautiful evolutionary sequence. It looks like one organism is being slotted right after the other. And tremendously interesting changes where bones in the jaw migrate to become the 3 bones in the ear. The structure of the mouth changes completely. And that's the best. Or the whale sequence. Some sort of terrestrial animal becomes a whale over roughly 9 million years. But that doesn't amount to an elaboration of anything more than the discovery of fossils that could be slotted in an evolutionary way. Could be. But what we lack is the analytic refinement to tell us whether they are or have been slotted in this way. It is simply an exercise in conditional plausibility. Yeah, it could have happened that way. No one on my side of the table is saying, no, it's impossible that it happened that way. What we're saying is that the evidence is remarkably constrained, meager, insufficient, inadequate, and lacking all forms of analytic sufficiency.